Hi, I'm Coach Kavanaugh, and for the last decade, I've helped athletes pursue their dreams of playing at the college, professional, and even some guys at the Olympic level. And what I want to do with the Coach Kav show is introduce you to some of the best coaches in the world, some of the athletes that are in the exact same spot that you want to be in right now, that have gone through our system or worked with many other people, and they can give you the insights to be able to be one of the top athletes in the world in their sport. I'm also going to answer all of your questions, have an opportunity for you to kind of get an inside look at what it's like in our gym at the Sport and Speed Institute, and work with hundreds of athletes a year trying to pursue their dreams as well. So 10 years of me doing this and working with thousands of athletes, we kind of seen almost everything. Now, you're a completely different athlete, completely different person, but there's going to be some similarities along the way. And hopefully, with the athletes that we introduce you to, the coaches that are going to be coaching you at the next level, giving you insight, that is what you're going to get the value out of. So my goal is to introduce you to those people, my network of people that I've interacted with and I've learned from as well, and then some of the athletes that I've coached, so you can kind of get an inside look at what their days are like. So the first thing is to kind of break down what the goal of this is. This is to get you to be motivated about what you want to do. Create a game plan and figure out what you're going to do, so at the end of the day, you're running full speed. And speed is my game. We've worked with some of the fastest athletes in the world. Now, the Olympics is coming up. We've worked with some of those guys for the last 3 Olympics, and we're super proud of everything that we've done in this building. The NFL Combine guys, the high school athletes that are running 60s for baseball and 40s for the Combines. We have some of the best records out there, but at the end of the day, it's like, how does that help you? So if there's something that you have questions about, if there's basically anything that you just don't understand, that's what we're here to do. So the first subject is speed training. Now, everybody wants it. It's a game changer. We say in our building, speed kills. And what I mean by speed kills is that it's going to kill your competition. If you're in a situation where you might not be as big as the other guy, or you might not be as skilled, but you're faster than them, more often than not, you're going to win that battle. Guaranteed. Pretty much every time, speed is the game changer. So there's only 2 ways to increase speed. It's stride length and stride frequency. Stride length is about the distance between each step that you take. And stride frequency is the rate in which each one of those steps happen. So I want to break that down for you, because most people know that, but most people don't know how to actually do anything about it. How do you actually train to increase your stride length, or train to increase your frequency or your rate of speed development? So when it comes to stride length, right, it's all about flexibility. That's the first, and that's the key. So the athlete that's more flexible than another athlete is going to win that stride length battle, because the distance between each stride is going to be longer. So for instance, if I had just one edge in flexibility in my hamstrings, and I stepped 12 steps, over each time I do that, that's going to be 2 feet. That's a game changer. And it's little things like that that you could do that a lot of people don't even know about. So how do we work on flexibility? So the first thing is we use what's called a 20-20 approach. And it's just something that we've came up with over the years, because we realize that flexibility is key, but not everybody likes to do it. So what do we do about it, right? So the first 20 is 20 seconds. Can you get in a position and hold it for 20 seconds? If you could do that and manage it, then we want to increase that number to about 2 minutes. Once we're able to get into that 2-minute mark, then we're going to try to work our way up to what's tolerable, even into the 20-minute mark. Once you get into that 20-minute zone of holding that position, that's when you're really changing the length of the muscle. This old idea where we used to be able to get before our workout and get down and just touch our toes 10 times and bounce up and down for 15 seconds is going to change the actual tonus and length of the muscle. It's just a fallacy, guys. Stop believing it. I know your coaches still do it to this day, but if you really want to get flexible, it's something that you're going to have to work on way before the workout and way after the workout. But we understand that if we get flexible, we're going to make a huge impact in our speed development. So that's one of the biggest keys to increasing stride length. The second thing is frequency. And frequency, yeah, we talked about it being the rate in which you hit the ground, but it really comes down to how strong are you. The angle in which you hit the ground is going to propel you forward. But if you're not strong, you're not able to hold that position. You're not able to get even in that angle that we want you to be in, so you're very aggressive. So the stronger the athlete is, the stronger their core is, the stronger they are when they hit that ground, the more force they're able to produce into the ground. That's going to do two things. That's going to help them stay compact when they strike the ground, so there's not a lot of moving parts. You know, a lot of these guys, when they run, and they look like a melted candle, just like falling. Or the guys that look, they're strong. I mean, you look at every sprinter at the Olympics, I mean, they're shredded, man. They have their delts, they got veins going through their chest. They're strong on all areas. It's relative body strength, because you're striking the ground on one leg at a time. So the stronger you are for your body weight, the more force you're able to put into the ground. And if you're strong from a core stability standpoint, you're able to maintain a very aggressive angle. This way you're able to strike the ground behind your hip and accelerate your body forward. So I know they're very simple things, but it's about doing them at the highest level. It's not about the most complex subjects. It's about doing something that is very simple and mastering it. The best athletes in the world that I'm a part of and that I'm able to work with, and I'm just maybe a piece of their journey, they master the fundamentals. Like, they're experts in the details. And the more that you focus on the little things, the bigger return you're gonna get as an athlete. Whether it be your nutrition or your supplementation or your training. Like, you could do a whole bunch of crap, but if there's no system in place and you don't focus on the details, you're not gonna get much out of it. I mean, we could use a simple parallel of like food. Well, there's a lot of hamburgers in the world. I would rather go to Ruth Chris to get a piece of meat than I would want to go to McDonald's. They're the same thing, but if we don't master the most basic thing, which maybe it's being our food, maybe it's our flexibility, maybe it's our strength, it doesn't matter what we do. So my goal is, throughout this show, is to teach you the most basic things and that are executed really, really well. Any questions that you have, anything that you just don't really know or you're trying to figure out, that's my job. Anything we can do. If there's people that you want to hear from, if there's coaches that you want to learn from, if there's athletes that you just want to know what their nutrition's like or their training's like or what they do for recovery, you know, we'll be more than happy to share that with you. So you're going to get an inside look into my house, into my business, into our athletes, and allow you that opportunity to use that for your own training. We get questions from everywhere, and we just want to answer them here. So come back to this channel, subscribe right now, so we can constantly keep you in the loop. We're going to be going all across the country to different universities. It's going to be a cool inside look to the places that you want to go and to learn from some of the people that I've learned from and that have done this with athletes for years. So thank you, and hopefully that you take some of the little things that we talked to you about and you master them. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is this one question. Do you have the discipline to master the fundamentals, even though they're basic? Do you have the discipline to stretch for 20 minutes? You do that, my friends, and I guarantee you're going to get faster. Remember, speed kills.